Hello guys, welcome back. I'm actually glad I learned the lesson I did, and it was Loki's way of helping me reset my relationship with all the Norse gods because the moment it happened, the moment they knew everything was over and all the rubble had fallen and everything else, they were all rushing in to help me. They were all very sweet and kind, and it made me feel worse, but they were like, no, it's not your fault. You felt driven to do this. It's okay. It's not on you. You tried this as a good person. You didn't try this as I'm going to work with the Greek gods because they're better gods. I wasn't doing it for that reason. I truly thought I had a calling, which I didn't. The Greek gods were doing everything they could except, barring sending a natural disaster, let me know they wanted left alone. And I wasn't seeing it because I didn't want to see it. Let me have some coffee. And each of the Norse gods, in their own way, gods bless them, they kept trying to call me home. And the one that tried the most was the Allfather. Odin tried the most because Odin's very loving and very loyal. He doesn't care if he sees you all the time. He's not the kind of god that you have to come every day and talk to me at my altar or I will never speak to you again. He wanders, you wander, that's cool. But he's intentionally loyal, and he had pity in his eyes. And I knew I was going in the wrong direction when he gave me that look. But and I know I said eyes for Odin. He will do that thing where he will do the glamour, and you will see two eyes. Sometimes he does it, sometimes not. But he was trying to show me, I'm doing this glamour. Do you get the message? And I was like, I get the message. And he looked so pitying. He was looking at me so sadly. He's like, why won't you come home? And he was reaching out his hand to me and he's like, come home. Please, come home. You belong home. Why are you going this way? Why are you going with these gods? What did we do? Did we make you angry? We're sorry. The Norse gods are really sweet and they do become your family. And it would be just like if you left your human family and went next door and started living with the other family. They would be trying to figure out, does this family have more money? Do they have a pool? What's this family giving you that we didn't give you as a family? Your family would come over and demand you back is what they would do. And that's pretty much what the Norse gods did. They were like, it's bad enough that I toddled off, but I didn't get a warm reception. I really wasn't getting any reception at all from any of the gods. It was a lot of Norse gods running around playing fancy dress up because they had absolute pity for me because I was not being paid any attention to whatsoever. The Greek gods might have things bad, but not bad enough that they need me to serve them. And the Norse gods had absolute pity on me. They were like, oh my god, they're not even talking to her. How could they? So the reason I couldn't tell any of them apart were that their equivalents were playing their roles, and it was like I thought my discernment was really off. Poor Freyr's probably going to have a nervous breakdown. He was playing two gods, but when it finally dawned on me what it was and who was playing what dress up, they were all like, "Oh, we love you. We wanted you happy." And that's the thing I love about the Norse gods. If you're going to do something totally stupid, they're right behind you. They're like, yeah, let's go do stupids. And they'll let you do it too. And Loki let the contact finally happen and let me have the panic attacks out of kindness, not out of some kind of malicious thing if I'm going to teach you about leaving Loki, because I wasn't leaving Loki. And he knew it. I thought Apollo wanted to work with me. He's like, I shall step out of the way and let you see what his energy is like. And I was like, oh, holy God, no. That will happen. You will find deities that they're not evil, they're not wrong, they're not bad, but they're not for you. If you are having a panic attack every single time you see a deity, I don't care how much they love you, they can start sending emissaries because you clearly can't be within any kind of proximity of them to work with them. Same thing if you don't like that deity's element for whatever reason, you shouldn't work. Like, let's say you have a fear of fire or water or something. You might say, hey, I'm flattered and everything, you want to work together, but you just can't get past that. Me trying to work with Apollo when I look at the sun and go, That's really, really bad pairing. That is a terrible pairing because I could tell he took it personally that I don't like the son, where Freyr's like, I don't give a shit. You can like a son or don't like the son. I don't care. Freyr's a gentleman. Freyr doesn't talk like me. I'm low class. And that's the thing. The Norse gods are a lot more laid back. The Norse gods are like, I don't care what you like. You don't like the sun? Do you think we care? We don't like the sun. You don't like the moon? We really don't care. You don't like the sea? Good for you. Don't like the sea. See where it gets you, but don't like the sea. The Norse gods are a lot more laid back, and I can tell you that from my experience. They're like, they don't care. And the Allfather is not going to sit there and give me a lecture on ethics and sin. He would laugh hysterically. He would be on the ground hysterically. In fact, he and Loki were back there when I was trying to watch a Greek priest give lectures all day. They were back here making smart comments like me. And, you know, Odin's like, I think Edmund's a damn fool. You know, like, oh, father, he's a priest. I don't care. He's still stupid. He studied what? Wikipedia pages? Where's he getting his information? Oh, father! And, you know, the old father will tell you that. He's very blunt. He can be very kind at times, but if he thinks you're a damn fool and you're being a damn fool on purpose, he'll tell you so. And he's like, I don't like this man. I don't like this setup. I don't like the kind of attitude or energy he has. And I'm like, oh, father. And that was just it. To me, it felt dead and soulless. To someone that's meant to be with them, it will probably feel wonderful and warm. To me, it was dead and soulless, and I was getting this kind of creepy vibe. When people start talking about sin and being righteous and without sin and evil, this idea of good and evil, my spidey senses kick in because I'm like, that sounds a lot like Christianity. And our ancient ancestors probably didn't have that dichotomy going on. They may have, we don't know, we weren't there, but they probably didn't, not to the Christian extreme. And when this guy started to make speeches about, oh, this is evil and that is evil, and he was talking about, you know, Greek figures that aren't evil. It's just as much research as he's ever done is apparently male-oriented, and you know, a lot of the goddesses were painted in unfavorable light. I'm like, well, then you've never really delved into this research. You're passing yourself off as a priest, but you definitely do have an agenda, and it's certainly not pro-woman. So, and you know, as I believe, who is it? Is it Mae West or Maya Angelou? Who says, of course, I'm a feminist because why would I be my own enemy? It's that kind of thing. Why would you go into a religion, or at least a flavor of a religion where, you know, woman bad? Allfather had no patience with that at all. And Freya's coming in, and she's like, no sin. Does sin equal sex? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. What does Aphrodite do now? I have no idea, but it's not what she used to do. Okay. And she just popped out, and Freyr came and was looking too, and like, what do they mean by sin? No premarital sex, I think. Really? Because that doesn't sound like the Greek gods I know. Okay, have fun, be happy. Yeah, they were genuinely confused. They were coming in and looking at it like, what? And it was a thing. I knew that my gods were really confused because this was a totally alien concept to them, and they were like, we know the Greek gods won't work with you, but we know they don't work like this. So it was kind of weird, because I guess to be accepted by the normies, they're going for that good evil thing, which our gods, you know, really won't go for. And of course, that's not the only way to view the Greek gods, but I think it was kind of fitting that that was like the last information I watched, because it was kind of telling what direction they're heading in, and it was more political than I care for, which is, you know, why I practice solitary, why I don't consider myself a heathen. because to me, heathen just has too many negative connotations today. There are groups here and there that are fairly broad-minded, but most aren't. Most hate Wiccans with a passion, and I'm like, why would I hate myself? It's another thing, like, as a woman, why would I, join a group that does not value women? And as a Wiccan, why would I join a group that doesn't value Wicca? So it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm doing that anytime soon. But I'm glad that God's let me learn my lesson, and I'm glad that it pointed out the loyalty of the Norse gods, because, they could have left me out to dry. They could have said, oh, you wandered off, this is your fault. It was a lesson I had to learn. I didn't like my lesson, and I was, you have that kind of fraction of a second of, okay, now I'm not worshiping these gods. Are they going to come back and get me? But I don't think there was actually any communication there. I really don't. I think it was a lot of fancy dress up. And I think the few communications I got were go away. So I think if anything, I'll get a blessing now for leaving them alone, but we'll see. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.